Every single cell in your body contains a complete set of instructions for building you. All 37 trillion cells have the same manual. It's called DNA, and it's the most sophisticated code ever discovered. It determines your eye color, your height, even your tendency to sneeze in sunlight. Let's decode the blueprint of life. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. It's a molecule shaped like a twisted ladder called a double helix. The rungs of this ladder are made of 4 chemical bases, A, T, G, and C. The order of these letters spells out your genetic code, 3 billion letters total. If you printed them out, the book would be taller than the Washington Monument. The DNA in a single cell, if stretched out, would be about 6 feet long. Now multiply that by 37 trillion cells. The total length of DNA in your body is about twice the diameter of the solar system. All of it, twisted up so small you can't see it with your eyes. Nature is an incredible packer. Genes are sections of DNA that contain instructions for making proteins. Proteins do almost everything in your body. You have about 20,000 genes, but they make up only about 2% of your DNA. The rest was called junk DNA. But we now know some of it helps control when genes turn on and off. Here's something wild. You share 99.9% of your DNA with every other human on Earth. That tiny 0.1% difference is what makes you unique. Your eye color, height, and countless other traits all come from that tiny variation. We're all incredibly similar, yet uniquely ourselves. You share about 98% of your DNA with chimpanzees, our closest relatives. About 60% with bananas. Yes, bananas. About 50% with fruit flies. Even 40% with a worm. All life on Earth shares a common ancestor, and DNA proves it. We're all distant cousins. Every time a cell divides, it needs to copy all 3 billion letters of your DNA. Incredibly, your cells do this with over 99.9% accuracy. Special enzymes unzip the double helix and build new matching strands. Your body makes about 370 billion new copies every single day. Sometimes DNA copying makes mistakes. These are called mutations. Most mutations do nothing or are harmful, but occasionally, a mutation is beneficial and helps an organism survive better. This is the engine of evolution. Every difference between you and a fish started as a random copying error, billions of years ago. Your DNA is organized into 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs. You got half from your mom and half from your dad. One pair determines your biological sex. Chromosome abnormalities can cause conditions like Down syndrome, which happens when there's an extra copy of chromosome 21. Some traits follow simple patterns. Brown eyes tend to be dominant over blue, but most traits are influenced by many genes working together. Height, for example, involves hundreds of genes, plus environmental factors like nutrition. Your genes set a range of possibilities. Your life experiences shape where you end up in that range. Here's something mind-blowing. Your genes can be turned on and off by chemical tags. This is called epigenetics. Your experiences, diet, and stress can change which genes are active. And some of these changes can be passed to your children. What happens in your life might affect your grandchildren's genes. Today, you can spit in a tube and learn about your ancestry, health risks, and even connect with relatives you never knew existed. DNA testing has solved cold cases, reunited families, and revealed family secrets. A sample of your cells contains your entire genetic history, going back thousands of years. We can now edit DNA like editing a document. CRISPR is a revolutionary tool that lets scientists cut and paste genes with incredible precision. We could potentially cure genetic diseases, create disease-resistant crops, and even bring back extinct animals. We're becoming genetic engineers of life itself. some diseases are caused by DNA mistakes. Cystic fibrosis, sickle cell disease, Huntington's, all come from specific gene mutations. Understanding the genetic basis of disease helps us develop treatments. Gene therapy, replacing faulty genes with working ones, is already curing some conditions that were once untreatable. Cancer is essentially a DNA disease. It happens when genes controlling cell growth mutate and cells multiply out of control. Understanding the genetic changes in cancer helps us develop targeted treatments. Some cancers are inherited, running in families due to mutations passed down generations. DNA can survive for tens of thousands of years under the right conditions. Scientists have extracted DNA from Neanderthal bones and discovered that most non-African humans carry 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. We interbred with them. Ancient DNA is rewriting human history. Dolly the sheep was the first mammal cloned from an adult cell in 1996. Scientists put DNA from one sheep into an egg cell with its DNA removed. The result was a genetic copy. We've since cloned many animals. Could we clone humans? Technically possible, but currently illegal almost everywhere. It took 13 years and $3 billion to sequence the first human genome, completed in 2003. Today, you can sequence a genome for under $1,000 in a day. This explosion in genetic knowledge is revolutionizing medicine, ancestry research, and our understanding of life itself. Where are we headed? Personalized medicine based on your genes. Designer babies are controversial, but technically possible. Lab-grown organs. Maybe even extending human lifespan by tweaking age-related genes. The power to edit the code of life raises incredible possibilities and serious ethical questions. You are a walking, talking, living code. 3 billion letters that took billions of years of evolution to write. Every cell in your body carries this ancient message, passed down through countless generations. You are the latest version of a program that started with the first life on Earth. That's pretty incredible. Thanks for watching.